Hey, today I want to talk about one mindset block that's holding a lot of us back. And I want to show you that it's a lot easier to overcome than you think. Most of us, like workers and spiritual entrepreneurs, we want to save the world. But then at the same time, we feel guilty to charge money for it. We want to do good, and that's great. But why is it so hard to do good and do good to us as well at the same time? Really, it isn't. You don't have to decide between saving the world or making money. You don't have to be stuck in a normal day job that you don't like while trying to save the world at the same time in your spare time. I know some at least try to do that, but you can combine the both. And today I want to show you how. And we're going to tackle a few more mindset blocks here as well. So, when we think about somebody who's doing really or has been doing extremely good in the world, very often we think of Mother Teresa. Now, Mother Teresa gave up everything and lived with the poor people to do her good in the world. What most people don't know is she didn't have any money worries. She didn't have to put food on the table, worry about keeping a roof over her head. She came from a very rich background. Most of us don't. So we need to make the money at the same time as we do good. And you can combine the both. You don't have to be stuck doing things you don't love to do, things you don't enjoy doing, to keep the roof over your head, put the food on the table, and then do good as well. Now let's get to a different thing as well, where I've noticed quite a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs are struggling. Yes, you're not selling goods, you're not selling a table, so it's hard to put a price on it, but you're selling value. You're giving something of value to people. So it's your not only your time. Don't trade time for money. You're giving much more than that. Much more, to be totally honest. So you can put a price on it. Whatever the price it feels right for you is the price. It is hard, I admit. I mean, if you create a table, you can at least see, go look around what other tables are worth, what they get charged, and then you can do that. Well, you still can do the same with your services. There's other people out that give your services, same services or similar services as you. So you can look at the prices there, for instance, or just say, right, I think it's worth X amount and I'll charge. Because yes, I know it comes easy to us. It's something that just comes to us. We might have not had to have gone to university to study what we are doing. But at the same time, it's still, you've invested your time, you've invested your energy, you've invested years of meditation or other spiritual growth into being where you are now. And that should be worth something as well. If you don't feel comfortable in charging, that's okay, that's fine. But you should make sure you get something in return. Because what you're doing, if you give everything away for free, is you're creating a negative energy flow because you're just giving and giving and giving, but you need to get something back in return to make it a circle, an energy flow circle. So it necessarily doesn't have to be money. You can trade services, for instance, or get something else back. Whatever you get back, though, make sure you don't only give and give and give. Make sure you receive as well, because you're worth receiving. You're not here to only give. And you can give much, much more and much, much better when you're in a comfortable position to do so. And that's why you should earn money, one way or another. You should have the money to say, okay, everything's covered, the bills are paid, food's on the table, I don't need for anything else, and now I can give. Because what good is it for the world if you lack? If you lack, sooner or later, the lack will create an even greater lack, and you won't be able to give anything. So just keep that in your mind. Don't create more lack. You want to create good in the world? Start with yourself first. Receive good. Be ready to receive good. And the more good you receive, the more good you can give. Now let's see as well how we can combine the both business and doing good in the world. I mean, anything you're doing good. One way or another, if you're charging for it, if you're trading services, or if you're giving it away for free, if you do a reading, if you do a healing, an energy healing, whatever it is that you do, you're already doing a great job in the world. You're making the world a better place, even if it's just for that one person. But we know the trickle effect. One person influences another, and so on. So, on one hand, your business already is doing good. If you want to do good on top, there are several ways you can do that. A friend of mine, for instance, she's giving away 1 hour a week to people who couldn't afford her services. Now she's put that out, 1 hour out of her calendar is to help others that can't afford to get her services or that are not at the level yet to get her services. So you could do the same. You serve X clients a week, and then you serve one client that couldn't afford you. That's the easiest way you could do it. You could also combine it with saying, right, every client I get, I give a little percentage, or every 3 clients I get, I give 1 hour of my time to a charity. But that way you're creating this energy flow always. You're helping clients, they in turn give you something back, but in turn you can help elsewhere as well, what will give you at least the reward of feeling good and you're doing good. And you know that your bills are sorted, to get back to that. Another way you can combine business and doing good would be create your own non-profit. Make the non-profit work for you and you work for the non-profit. So if you combine the both, that can be extremely powerful and it can do a lot. So instead of the hour of your time that I said before you would give a week, you then dedicate for every client that you get, you dedicate either time for the non-profit or certain money for the non-profit. And the non-profit in return helps you as well with the advertisement for your business. Another business model that we know all is, depending on what your services are, you buy one, someone else gets one. So that depends though on how much you charge. I mean, we all know some businesses where, say, if you buy a packet of whatever they sell, one child in Africa gets fed for a day. So that's something that you can combine as well, and it will be great advertisement for you. So every client buys whatever it is you want to give to. Excuse me. Then, if you live in the US, just to briefly touch those two, you can either start a B Corp or a co-op. They're both great ways to do good while combining it with your business. And that's how you can combine the two. But now let's get into a few more mindset things and mindset tricks here. I know most of us don't really care about much money. We don't care about the luxury. We don't care about having a big house with a pool and the luxury car standing outside of the house and 5 holidays a year or whatever some people dream of. I know we don't really care as much about those things. We don't care about money as much. What's not a good thing? If we don't care about money, money won't care about us. What then means we won't get as much. And if we don't get as much, we can't give as much. So we need to start caring about money. Everything around us is energy. So is money. So if we look at money as not the evil thing that does all the lot of bad, if not, it's positive energy, which can positively flow and influence positively as well, then we care more about money because we can do so much good with it. And if we do, in return, we will get more, we will receive more, and if we receive more, we can give more. Money is not bad. Money is just neutral energy, and it can be used for the good and for the bad. We know that. The same as a knife. A knife can be used to feed you, and it can be used for the bad. But a knife itself is neutral. And that's how we need to look at money. Just energy that we can use for positive things. Do we deserve money? Yes, we do. Do we think we deserve money? Not all of us do think that. But honestly, if you think about it, your higher self, when it made the plan to come onto this planet, to do good, to do what you are doing, your higher self didn't have in the plan that you need to be poor, that you need to be lacking of anything to do what you need to do. So yes, we do deserve the money. And why do we deserve the money? Because of all the good things that we want to do with it. Let me give you an example of lack, even if you don't lack. I used to, when I'm still helping here around where I live, people that haven't got a job at the moment, that can't feed their kids. However, I used to just give them a bit of money here and a bit of money there, or go shopping with them, whatever it was. And it felt good. It still feels good. There's nothing wrong with it. But if I don't have enough, or I just normally kept just about enough to pay my bills, to put the food on the table, and there was nothing left. So I didn't respect money. It was like as soon as it came in, it went out. I had to get rid of it. Even if it was just helping out someone. Yeah, no problem. I borrow you some money. So what did I do? I created a negative energy flow in respect with money. because I didn't respect money. I didn't seem to want it because every time it came in, it was just, okay, let's get rid of it. But once I've changed, respected money, liked money, and seen money as the good that it can do, and the more I can do for myself, the more it's settled with me, I can do more good as well with others. So it's not basics covered. Now let's get rid of the money anymore. Which is not meaning that I don't help anybody anymore, but I'll weigh up as well if I can or if I can't. If I can't afford it at the moment, sooner or later I will be able to, and then I will help for that time. If I've got over, I know everything is covered and I won't lack because I'm giving someone else, I'm giving. And since I've changed that, more and more money is flowing through the door. Because, yes, I do like money now. I don't think I don't deserve it. I don't think I've got to get rid of it. I don't think money is bad. Because money is not bad. Just because I earn money doesn't mean somebody else lacks because I earn it. There's a lot of money out there, and money are just mainly digits on a computer. And those digits, I mean, you can have loads of them everywhere in the world, all around the world. So it doesn't mean that I'm taking digits off of someone else and create a lack elsewhere just because it flows to me. It's a constant flow. It's a circle. We already know about the circle, so it's an energy flow. So if you do have any problems with money in that respect, try to change it. Try to change the way you look at it. Talk to your higher self, talk to your guides, and they will tell you money isn't bad and you do deserve it. You deserve good because you're doing good in the world. And the more good you get, the more you can give. Now I hope letting that sink in a little bit. I hope that helped. I hope I gave you a few ideas as well on how you can combine the doing good and making the money. Because while you make the money doing good, it will feel even better. And when it feels even better, it's going to be much easier and it's going to flow even better. And the more it flows, the more good you can do. I know I'm repeating myself here, but it is so important because what you do is super important in the world. It's needed. It makes the world a better place, whatever you do. And the world needs to be a better place. It's already in parts getting a better place. There's still a lot of work for us to do, but we cannot do it if we just drain ourselves, if we drain our own energy. We need to look after ourselves to be able to look after others and to save the world. That's a big thing that we want to do. You need to know that you're doing a great job. You need to acknowledge it, love it, and continue to do it. But at the same time, you need to have the peace of mind that the roof will stay over your head. There's food on the table. There's the money there for the repairs that need to be doing. If a new washing machine needs to come, you don't have to worry where the money is going to come from, because worry is just going to put you down. It's going to put your energy down. And then you can't do the good in the world anymore that you want to. If you don't have the energy for it. So please remember, you can do both. You can save the world and make money. That's all for today. Right?